Alright, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. So nice we had to do it twice. So before we get started, let me look at her vibing to the music or whatever. Let me just get started with the yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eazy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ, coming to you live with another video, man. We got the patch notes, and because I can't read properly out loud, we got them here from Brian Mazik. And we're going to get my partner in crime, the lovely Miss Bree Eazy. Go ahead,
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Bree Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh for the Salon. Happy to be here again, reading these notes for Jay Eazy.
Yeah, man. She's going to read the patch notes. So this is the NBA 2K19 patch notes. Updates address my career steals, MyLeague Online, and Pro-Am gameplay. So we're just going to get right into it, man. You know, I'm just gonna let us start here. You know, we already know it's the latest patch. It was a couple of gigs. It took I think I was watching Po Boy Sin this morning. It took him about 30 minutes to download this joint, man. So you know, it was a hefty patch. But whatever. Go ahead, Miss Bree Eazy. Starting it general.
Alright, starting at with the general patches. Updated jumbotrons in both the Thunder and Trailblazers arenas to match the real-world changes made there.
Nobody cares.
Nike athletes will now wear the official NBA arm sleeve containing Nike swoosh and NBA logo. Non-branded arm sleeve is still present for non-Nike athletes.
Nobody cares. Continue, man.
Users can now set a preferred short length in the gear shoe category when creating a player. The short length will then be applied when applicable.
Okay, that's cool. So if you create a created play, but is that, I don't know if we get to use that like in my career or whatever. But I guess that means you get to get the short shorts all the time. The short shorts is actually pretty popular. I don't know why, man. Some people like that Lonzo Ball look, the John Stocktons or whatever. Hey, I wasn't a fan of it. I was a part of the AI MJ, you know, longer shorts thing. But whatever, it is what it is. On to what's important, the gameplay.
The gameplay implemented the newly approved NBA rule that resets the shot clock to 14 seconds following offensive rebound.
Now, I don't know if that's going to be in the park or not. I know it'll be in like Pro-Am and everything else. And that's going to be good because you don't just get a new 24 when you get an offensive rebound. The reason that you got a 24-second shot clock in the first place is because you got to move the ball from one end of the court to the next. And by the time you get down there, 8 seconds are gone. So you have about 16 seconds to run a play. So, you know, 14 seconds is fine. You already in your offensive set. Kick it out. Let's keep the game moving. I'll especially like this in the park, though, if they did this in the park, because I don't have to sit here and like you don't get a whole new 24 or whatever. I mean, that'll be cool just to see how people actually adjust to that. So if you do get an offensive rebound, most of the time they just go back up with it anyway. Most times people don't they don't run a whole another set or, you know, do the whole 24. So we'll see how that goes. But continue.
Okay. Also, reduced the effectiveness of on-ball steals, especially for low-rated defenders, by implementing the following: increased foul chance for body-to-body contact, increased ball security after rebounds when both hands are on the ball, introduce a cooldown when attempting 2 mini steal attempts that in a short amount of time, more missed-targeted steal attempts for poorly rated players.
So they just killed my sharpshooter. My sharpshooter that I be saying is a lockdown defender, right?
Now I'm dead.
Yeah, he's pretty much dead. So now we won't be saying two-way for what? Because you shouldn't be able, if you got a low rip rating, why should you be able to rip anybody? You were able to rip a 90 ball handler with the doo-doo rating, like a brown shirt could rip. A center could rip a guard, but a guard couldn't rip a center. It was just asinine. And I know people are gonna say, well, some cards can get ripped by a center, but every center would do it. It was just ridiculous. It didn't matter what the archetype was. Increased foul chance for body-to-body contact. I don't know if I like that because I like to body people up. So if I'm bodying you up, am I gonna get a foul, or is it if I reach, if I body-to-body contact you? I don't know. Maybe they're talking about the one where people do the craziness where they see you in trouble and they just sprint towards you and just shoulder block you and then make you lose the ball or whatever like that. Because that to me is just ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't be able to do anything like that, just run into somebody and then jar the ball loose. So it is what it is. Increase ball security after rebounds when both hands on the ball. I like that, man, because there's so many times I got a glass cleaner. He gets the rebound and completely gets the ball stolen right afterwards. I don't like the fact that they said nothing about, what did they say? They didn't say anything about after you steal the ball, will they just steal it right back? I've been watching ATL play all morning, and after steals, I'm not seeing people steal the ball right back. That was ridiculous. That was asinine as well. As soon as you steal the ball, they were stealing it right back in most cases. So it is what it is. And introduce. This is what they should have done in the first place. And this is what they should have done with VIP as well, and they didn't have to take it away. Introduce the cooldown when attempting too many steals in a short amount of time. If you just spamming square, you shouldn't get the right to just keep spamming square with impunity. It was just dumb. And if you were a sharpshooter, you could spam square with impunity on offense and defense. It didn't matter. And then more mistargeted steal attempts for poorly rated players. If your player garbage, he shouldn't be getting the steals. I mean, that's just all to it. So my sharpshooter probably won't get as many steals anymore. I don't care about. Well, okay, steal attempts, but they don't say anything about the passing lane, so I guess they're going to say something about that later on. Continue.
Fix the soft hang where an inbounder would get stuck in a off-ball deny animation, preventing him from being able to check the ball.
I never saw that one. A soft hang. Maybe that's why we can't pass the ball in as quickly as we would like to sometimes. Because sometimes if you it doesn't matter if I play small forward, big forward, or center, I always take the ball out in rec. And a lot of times you're like, bro, I can't pass it in. I've been passed it in and I couldn't. So maybe that's what that is. Continue.
Reduce injury wear and frequency for long quarter length games.
Whatever.
Fix the case where the ball handler would sometimes get stuck in a double team animation after he had lost.
I never really saw that. And that could be sometimes where he loses the ball and then he does all of this and you know it's a basket because you can't recover. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Continue.
Fixed an issue that was preventing up and under layups from playing properly under the basket.
Okay, this is something for my post scores. This is why all my post scores wouldn't do. They hated playing against stretch bigs because you can't spin on a stretch big, but you can drop step them to death. But the reason that most post scorers wouldn't drop step is because it makes you go up with the most foo-foo layup in history. And if you try to do the other fadeaway, it would do the trash fadeaway. So if they said they fixed that when you go up and under, when you're under the basket, you will get a strong layup. That's good for my post scores because I play with some of them. Big Paul, I see you.
Change the color of the takeover rebounding reticle for glass cleaners to make it easier to see against darker.
Yeah, because it was black. It was just silly. It should be like yellow or something like that, or it should be like a light white or whatever. Just something that us floor is not, because you can't see it if you're not paying attention in some cases.
A slight reduction in the effectiveness of pass lane steals that are not manually triggered.
Yeah, because a lot of times if you're just standing in the passing lane, now I do think you should be rewarded for standing in the passing lane and players should be punished. But if I'm trying to zip that pass by somebody's head, and I do this all the time in real life, I'll be dribbling, and I'll zip the pass by somebody's head. They're not gonna always get that pass just because they're in the passing lane. So if their player is in the passing lane and he's actually facing me, I got no problem. But if he's slightly tilted or he's looking the other way and I pass and he's in the passing lane, he should not get that steal. I agree with that. That's fine. Continue.
Okay. Adjusted shot contest animations to make them more responsive against perimeter jump shots.
Okay, so maybe now that we're on the perimeter, we'll actually be able to play defense on the perimeter. That's cool. I'm all for that.
Adjusted the key zoom camera settings for 2K low and updated some broadcast camera angles to more accurately reflect their real life camera location.
I could understand that. I use regular 2K so it doesn't bother me.
Change the logic for the defensive stopper badge to apply against opponents one position away from the defender's natural position or when matched up with someone within a 3-inch height difference.
Now, we already knew this was coming. I talked about this the other day. I actually did a video about it where I said sharpshooters and lockdown defenders get a buff. This is just that. This is that. If you got a small forward, your defensive stopper will work on big forwards, and it'll work on power forwards, and it'll work on shooting guards, and it will work on any player. That's if I'm 6'9", it'll work on any player regardless of their position from 6'6" to 7 foot. It'll work on anybody within that radius. So one position away, it doesn't matter how tall they are. But if you're 6'9" or however tall you are, it's 3 inches less and 3 inches more, but it won't work outside that radius. Continue.
Okay. Let's see. Shorten several pass flinch reaction animations to improve responsiveness.
Pass flinch reaction. Okay, I've not seen that, but it's all good. Continue, my baby.
Bench actors will no longer twitch badly when an injured player is helped off the court.
I don't know. Maybe they was twitching like that. I thought it was just like that right now, but it is what it is. It ain't Twitch
funny.
TV, but it is what it is. Go ahead.
Fix some artificial speed ups and reduce clipping by defenders when transitioning into hip rise.
That's good, man, because the artificial speed ups is crazy because, like, if I'm running behind somebody down court and they already got me, I don't know if y'all knew this, but this is Lockdown University 101. You push the right stick into them, you'll grab that person, and you'll run as fast as they can run. But both of you will speed up and just sprint down the court, down the floor, and sometimes your hand will go through that body, but nobody really pays attention to that. Continue.
Reduce the frequency of defenders bodying up ball handles into backcourt violations.
That was annoying, but that never happened in real life. That only really happened on... it never happened in a game that I was actually in. It only happened in my career. And that was my journey in my career. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Speaking of which, man, y'all see the shirt, man. Holler at me. The merch is in the description. This is fan-made art, so I can sell it. Go ahead.
Reduce clipping that could sometimes happen when two players were fighting for rebounds.
Yeah, that's clipping. That's like when I have you boxed out and he sticks his hand through my back and takes the ball because he's a glass cleaner and he's going to get it anyway, so it didn't matter if I boxed him out or anything. I've seen ATL getting a lot more rebounds and stuff like that. The glass cleaners were literally able, they already can pull you out of the way and just chuck you. So with them being able to go through your body, it was ridiculous. But that's good. I'm glad that happened.
Increase the speed at which a defender can move while in hands up.
Okay, so while your hands are up, you can chase people a little bit faster because I swear, when you put your hands up in this game, it's like you just slow to a crawl. Like you're dead. You stop dead in the water. So being able to chase people with my hands up and get out there like that a little bit more, that'll be cool. I don't want you to be able to nay-nay all the way around the court, but at least I can put my hand up a little bit. Continue, sweetheart.
Okay, so some of the patches that are that's been fixed in my career. The Gatorade reaction drill will now provide badge points upon completion.
Gatorade reaction drill. Oh, okay, cool. So that'll go to quick reflexes. That needed to be fixed. That's good.
Address a case where the user would encounter a visual issue where an endorsement check appeared blank, even though the funds were properly added to the account.
The funds were not added to your account when you got a blank check. If you got a blank check, you got a blank check. You never got that money, but whatever. The funds were never put in your account. You just was dead. You got a blank check. Go ahead.
The dunk contest voting race will no longer appear during the in-game presentation after the All-Star break.
Yeah, nobody cares. Keep on.
Your My Player will now represent the proper team in the Rising Stars Challenge, Team USA or Team World during All-Star Weekend.
Well, that's cool. Nobody plays the All-Stars. We see them through that anyway, so that don't matter.
Players who are 6'7" will now have their proper lateral quickness attribute.
Yeah, lateral quickness was broken, man. If you made a player 6'7", you got like 95 lateral quickness. It was always higher than the next man. It didn't matter, but nobody really made 6'7s unless you made a pure lock. But go ahead.
Fix an issue where the rotation would rebuild, meaning the user attempted to adjust their own minutes once this perk is unlocked.
Yeah, okay, so you can. So that's like what Man was talking about. He can do his own thing because he's highly rated enough. Once you get highly rated enough, you can build your own team, do your own minutes and all that. So he was able to do that, and because he's able to do that, Chick-fil-A cookie. Because he's able to do that, he would have to adjust the minutes himself. And then sometimes they just take him out the game automatically. So now he's going to rebuild the minutes. That's cool.
Okay. Fix the case where the All-Star cap... No, I think I just read that, right? Okay. Fix the case where the All-Star captain story scene would hang when both captains share the same first name.
That sucks right there, but we sent them through that anyway, so it don't matter.
Okay. All right, moving on to the patches that were made in the neighborhood. The daily spin prize wheel experience has been improved in the anti-up environment. There is now a second exterior door that leads you to a room with a number of prize wheels. This will enable you to more quickly get your free reward.
Yeah, so when you walk, so what they're saying is you don't have to go in the anti-up to get your joint anymore. I don't know if I got my PlayStation on right now. It's not on, but I think I can show y'all that. You instead of that being the case, now what you do is there is a door beside anti-up, and it's like a wheelhouse. I call it the wheelhouse. You go in there and there's 8 wheels in there, and you can go to those and check them out. Continue.
Hey, users are now able to place text logos on the sleeves of hoodies, t-shirts when creating crew.
That's cool.
Speaking of hoodies, you can get your Lockdown University in the store. Eazy will post a link later.
Link is down there in the description. Do y'all want me to do Sharpshooter Academy too, man? Since I'm doing the Sharpshooter also, we can do Lockdown University Sharpshooter Academy. I got a lot of stuff that y'all can do if y'all if you're a sharpshooter that can make you better at the game. So if y'all want the Sharpshooter Academy, y'all let me know. Continue, sweetie.
Users can now view how much BC has been earned next to the spinning BC coin icon in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Example, when you score in red ball, blue ball, when you knock out an appointment in dodgeball, etc.
Okay, that's good. Cool. We don't really play those, but it's all good.
You don't play dodgeball? I thought you played dodgeball.
I mean, I do play dodgeball, but you know it is what it is. I've been idle for too long, chat. Hold on. Continue, baby.
Okay. Improve visual fidelity with the neighborhood football. Yeah, football?
Ain't nobody. Yeah, you can buy a football and throw it around. And I don't think anybody bought it because it's like 50 grand. But
really?
Yeah.
It's like a Hall of Fame football or something?
No,
just kidding. It's a joke. It was a joke. Get it?
Wow.
Get it? No. Okay.
No.
Fix an inbound export that could be used during competitive games in the neighborhood.
They keep saying that they fixed that, man, but we don't know if they fix. I don't want that.
Oh, why you got your hand out?
I was trying to push this.
Oh.
Nobody. I don't think anybody. They said they fixed it last time, man. Whatever. Continue.
The trivia app is now usable inside your mind court.
All right, so the trivia app is now usable inside your My Court. So that's good because that means you don't have to try to sprint and get out there and be on the neighborhood just to play trivia. So that's cool. I'm with that.
That's why y'all be running fast like this with your hands behind your back, taking off. Y'all trying to get the trivia.
I'm trying to get the trivia, man.
Address a case where a player could turn themselves invisible by equipping a select compression shirt.
I know nothing of this compression shirt or how you're able to do that, but from what I heard, it was very annoying.
Do you have to buy it?
Huh?
Do you have to buy the compression shirt?
Yeah, you did. It was something that you had to buy.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm just showing them the wheelhouse right here.
Okay. Improve camera angles when playing in the far courts in the Under Armour cages area of the neighborhood.
Man, those Under Armour courts was so trash with the camera angles. See right here, you go into the wheelhouse, and you got a gang of wheels in here, man. It's like 8 wheels, and it's beside Annie up. So I already spent the wheel for the day, so I can't do it anymore. But it's beside Annie up, so that's how you do it. Yeah, the cameras in those Under Armour courts were so bad that they were almost unplayable at times. Unless you played on 2K low, then you probably didn't notice the difference. But I don't play on that. I play on 2K see the whole court, so it is what it is. Keep going.
Finger items should now properly show up in the closet when only a single finger item is owned.
I guess that's like the little wristbands or the finger sleeves or whatever. I don't know. The Reggie Miller joints. I never bought one, so it is what it is.
Kinesiology tape should now properly draw on other players when viewed in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I guess if somebody had the little tape on them, then it didn't show up for me. But it would show up for you, so that's cool.
Okay. Fixed and easy where BC Sports Management, your agent's office, will briefly appear closed when quickly approaching it.
That always happens. You'll run up on it, it'll say closed, and then you walk away a little bit and you come back. So that's a good fix. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Fixed an issue in Annie Up where select members of a squad will experience loss of game control after losing a squad game.
I never saw that happen, but I don't play Annie Up, so that's cool.
Jump shot celebrations will now only automatically trigger on green release.
No! We went through this all last year, 2K. I like the fake greens. I like calling out green when it's not green, but I know it's going in because I started doing the animation. That was the best part of the game. Why you fix something that wasn't broke? Bring that back. Bring it back. Bring it back. I like putting the pistols in my holsters or dropping the mic when I didn't hit the shot, but it's still going in and the game knows it's going in. It ain't nothing you can do about it anyway. Why would you change it?
So they taking that green ring away?
No. If you shoot a shot and it's not green, but it was going in, you would get an animation that would be like, he'll throw his hands up or something like that.
Oh.
Now it's only going to happen when you get the green ring. And that sucks. Because I used to like shooting big fat ass whites and they still was going in and I knew they were going in, so I got to call green. But whatever.
Fix a display issue where some users were reporting that purchased tattoos were missing. They should now reliably appear for placement.
I don't even use tattoos on the game in real life. It's all good.
Address a rare case where the user would get removed from the tattoo parlor and would not have their clothing items re-equipped.
What?
General improvements to the dodgeball game experience.
Can they make it less laggy? That's all we want. We want the dodgeball to be less laggy, bro. That's it. It was so laggy. You try to spot somebody that they'll be over here running this way. You had to aim here and then just hope that they came into your field of view. It was crazy, but yeah, go ahead. Pro-Am.
Fixed an issue where players in Pro-Am Team Manager and Rec Center would sometimes show up in the wrong uniform.
Thank God, because it's been so many times where we be in there and somebody we have a third person in white, a sixth person on our team in white, and you couldn't tell who you need to box out or anything like that, so that's good.
Crowd audio would now be audible during Pro-Am gameplay.
Yo, I turned that off anyway. No, it won't be for me, because I turned it off. Big facts.
Gamer tags rather than my player names will now be drawn on the back of Pro-Am uniforms. Oh, you don't like Jay?
2K, why? I like putting Miller. I like having 31 Savage and putting Miller on the back of my jersey and pretending I'm Reggie Miller. I like doing that. Who asked for this? Is it because it's a liability? Because if you got that jersey on the game, you got to pay for it. You got Reggie Miller jersey on the game anyway. Why?
Well, give him a Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller about to come back. If y'all want that My Career Reggie Miller to come back, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead.
Super rankings for Pro-Am crews will now appear correctly upon entering the menu.
Yeah, nobody don't care about Pro-Am and crew.
Alright, well, let's move to the MyTeam.
Yeah.
Simplified the goals for unlocking the auction house such that users now need to only participate in a triple threat online and unlimited game rather than win one of each.
That's cool. I don't play these, so you can just roll through.
Added the ability to clear the notification flags from inside the collections menu. A dynamic duo overlay has been added to the pack reveal flow in order to make you aware of duo combos as you receive the cards.
Cool.
Updated overall rating formula when viewing team lineups.
That's what's up.
Corrected a display issue where a player's attributes were not shown as boosted when properly duo with his duo partner.
Big fact, big fact.
Dynamic duo icons will now visually animate when placed in the same triple threat lineup.
Real big fact.
Simulated stats will no longer count as accumulated stats for cards when playing.
Well, that's good then, because you simulate through a challenge, you shouldn't get. Well, I don't guess you got to use the whatever anyway. I guess we down here. You can blow through these too, big dog.
MyGM, MyLeague added the ability for users to override who the game has selected to be an all-star build selections of their own.
Yes.
Improvement to the MVP, Most Improved Player, and Rookie of the Year award selection logic.
All right.
Fixed an issue where the player ages in historic draft classes would display as invalid numbers.
Woohoo!
Team card menu informational pages previously missing in the MyLeague online experience has been added.
Hallelujah!
To add to the intrigue, you will no longer be able to sort by overall rating during the pre-draft workouts and rookie draft time periods.
Gasp!
All-Star Weekend events are now properly scheduled when starting the new Start Today mode.
Now, I know I needed that. I couldn't have played another game without that.
The results of league meeting voting can now be reviewed upon completion in MyLeague Online.
Yes, sir!
Address a case where cut wave players weren't properly counted against the cap in MyLeague Online.
Two-piece?
Oh my goodness, that was hard.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Fix the hang that will occur when the number of players required to be selected during the All-Star Draft was changed to 13 via rule change.
Cash! Pipe it up, I got the pipe over there.
Fix the issue in MyLeague Online where the finalists of the draft lottery tournament would sometimes get scheduled in the past.
Alright!
Address a hang that could occur when attempted to review the expansion draft player protection results after either event is.
Make my phone be phone.
Many of the small bug fixes and adjustments were also made game-wide.
Note. Go ahead.
Note, all patches will work in your existing game mode save.
Well, alright, man. So they ain't gonna kill nobody's character no more. That's what's up, man. Many will be happy to see. And obviously, you know, all glitches, all VC glitches, all My Career glitches, all that stuff been fixed. Anything, you know, they permanently fixed it. Obviously, they fixed everything before they fixed gameplay. But so they said they're trying to work on shot contest, man. I mean, we'll see, man. Like I said, the biggest thing that we really cared about was the neighborhood and part what really was gameplay. And now they had some extensive gameplay joints. So hopefully y'all weren't just looking at my wife's pretty face and this punk ass dude that's standing behind her.
Hey, Carl! Carl, I called him Carl.
Get that bitch ass nigga up out of there and stop seeing that ad. Not interested. Anyway, Anyway, we gotta get up out of here, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if y'all want more wifey, y'all ask for more wifey cam. I gave y'all more wifey cam. Can we get 500 likes? And if you made it this far, say what should they say in the chat, Bridget?
Free Eazy.
Okay, that works for
That's
us.
simple enough, right?
Simple enough, man. And I'm out of here. Till next time.
It's your girl Bree Eazy, aka Fresh from the Salon, BKA the People's Champion.
It's your boy Jay Eazy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BKA the People's Champ.
Hello.
Holla! Mayor Lynch can get his ad up out of here too. 360 got this mug.